Welcome to Church Builders, the podcast for those who are on a mission to answer the call of Jesus and build the kingdom of God through acts of charity and love. From the city streets to remote corners of the world, your CBI host brings you stories of everyday people who are making a difference and shining the light of Christ in their communities. Stay tuned for an uplifting and encouraging broadcast that will inspire and empower you to join in the mission of building the kingdom of God. Thank you for tuning in to Church Builders News. Hello, Church Builders. My name is Marty, and I am the Executive Director of Church Builders. Starting out here is a video of me setting a goal about 3 months ago. I could barely do one pull-up, and I set a goal to go to the Western Idaho Fair and do 10 pull-ups at the Marine Station, and I accomplished that goal. So pretty proud of myself for doing that. And so I'm making this video to help church builders with health. I've had some health issues or some concerns with my health, and learned how to naturally take care of these problems, and I want to pass this information on to others. One being hypertension. I was concerned about my blood pressure, and acid reflux. I was taking Tums or other anti-reflux medicine each night, and was concerned about the problems this could lead to in health, esophagus cancer or some other issues like that. And another issue I had is getting enough oxygen while sleeping. And so I wanted to go through some things that I went through, and hopefully this will help you, because now I have no more acid reflux and better than normal blood pressure without taking any medication of any type like that. Just attacking the problem from different directions. So I think it's important for good health as Christians to have good health, and so that we can be strong out there in proclaiming the gospel of our Lord and doing good work where we can. We need to be physically strong and up to the challenge that God has put before us as disciples. So let's get into it. First thing we need is a action plan. And what I did was come at it through basically 5 different directions. Number one, I think might be the most important, is the loss of weight. I was about 195 pounds, and now I'm about 170 to 175 pounds, so lost 20 to 25 pounds fat. Number 2 is superfood supplements, and we'll get into that a little more detail. Daily exercise, quitting alcohol, and daily prayer. So we will be discussing each of those 5 plans of action. The tools that we need for this are, I've come up with 5 tools, and you may not need all these depending on what your health ailments are. But number 1 is a oximeter to track your blood oxygen level while you sleep. Your blood oxygen level should be 95% while you sleep. If it's dropping down below 90% or more, it could be detrimental. Could even be life-ending. It's a pretty serious thing, making sure you have plenty of oxygen while you sleep. So I ordered this oximeter. It's by Lucky. And how it works is goes on your wrist and then on your finger like that. You wear it while you sleep. If you could set it for so that it vibrates if your oxygen level gets too low while you sleep. And so this will be a good sign to tell you if you're getting enough oxygen while you're sleeping. Many people have sleep apnea. They don't even know it. A lot of people will say, I don't have sleep apnea. In fact, they may have it. So if you're waking up at night, gasping for air, or possibly you might be having dreams of like drowning in water, or bad dreams like that, where you're losing oxygen in your dreams, could be the fact you might not be getting enough oxygen when you're sleeping at night. So something to look out for. And so it's very important to make sure you're getting plenty of oxygen. Our bodies need oxygen day and night. If we're not getting enough oxygen while we sleep, it could be a real health problem that can lead to a lot of medical conditions. Could result in high blood pressure and even acid reflux, is from what I hear, could help that too. So I need to first make a statement that I'm not a doctor, not a health professional of any type. I'm just telling you that what I did worked for me, and it may work for you, it may not. Can't say for sure. So take this information for however you want to use it. Do your own research, talk to your doctor, and determine what's best for you and your medical condition. Again, I'm just telling you what worked for me to reduce my hypertension and fix my acid reflux problem. And it was something I've been dealing with. I didn't want to get medications for the blood pressure because that can have side effects. And I don't like taking the acid reflux pills at night, every night, because those have side effects. So I'm very happy with having those two health problems gone in my life. And I think it's important to share with others so that possibly you could get help if you have the same type of issues. So the tools that we need, Fitbit tracker. I got this Fitbit watch a few months ago, and it keeps track of how far you walk each day. You can count calories with the app. It can track your blood oxygen level at night if you pay the extra subscription, which I don't have, but keeps track of your exercise that you do each day. You can use it to count calories. So I recommend folks getting this Fitbit watch. I just started wearing that, and it's really helpful. Kettlebells. If you have a gym membership, that's great. If not, I got some 25-pound kettlebells. That is a good workout. And that's about it. So as far as the tools go, I mentioned loss of weight as number one. when I was in St. George for about 5 weeks this last spring, I joined a membership, and they offered a free consultation with a fitness expert. And they put this body scan on me to determine how much body fat I had. And so that test determined I had 23.5% body fat, which equaled about 42.5 pounds. And my weight at that time was 179 pounds. I'm about 5'9.5" inches tall, and so 23.5% body fat. The trainer told me that a person over 25% body fat they consider to be overweight. So that can kind of give you a gauge. I just was under the line of 23.5%, and that was when I was at 179 pounds. I've since lost about 5 to 10 more pounds. They say that the stress on the heart of a smoker who consumes 1 pack a day of cigarettes per day is equal to being approximately 90 pounds overweight. So that I thought was a nice example of how much extra weight on us can harm our health. So another thing I learned that it requires 3,500 calories burnt to lose 1 pound of fat. So 3,500 calories burns 1 pound of fat. Based on my muscle and fat content on my body, that scan, the trainer told me that my body was able to burn 1,726 calories per day just if I rested throughout the day with no exercise. So the more muscle you have on your body, less fat, the more calories your body can just naturally burn every day, and the more food you can eat without gaining weight. So that was an interesting thing I learned. So I encourage you, if you are at a gym, see about speaking with a trainer to have that body scan taken to see where you are at with fat percentage on your body. And the trainer I met with said it's important to build that muscle. So if you're not doing a little weightlifting, he recommends doing that. Building muscle with protein is the key in increasing natural fat burn. So get in the gym and do some weightlifting along with your cardio training. The other things I do for exercise is I'm trying on the Fitbit, trying to walk at least 10,000 steps a day. I think that's equal to about 5 miles a day. And when I'm at work, we're allowed a 15-minute break at work every 2 hours. So every 2 hours I walk 0.75 miles, and I do that every 2 hours, make sure I'm not sitting all day without getting some exercise in, getting the blood circulation going. And then at night I will come home and do like a 3-mile walk on the greenbelt along the river here where I live. Also at noon I try to do some exercise, whether I go to the gym or do a walk from my office. If I go to the gym, I'll either do some weightlifting or maybe run on the treadmill for 2 miles. And on the weekends, I'll try to do a longer bike ride. I'll do either a 11-mile or a 22-mile bike ride, depending on how much time I have to get that bike ride in. And I think it's important to kind of cross-train so you're not working the same muscles and joints. You're working different muscles, and you're not putting stress on your knees or your ankles or whatever. You're kind of mixing it up. So I think cross-training is important. Maybe you could go on a hike sometime in the mountains. That's good exercise, or running or bike riding. What I did was I took my trailer and worked remotely. I went to St. George, Utah, and I just lived there for 5 weeks. I think it takes about 5 weeks to change any bad habits. While I was in St. George, I had a very strict diet where I got off, carbohydrates and fatty foods, and tried to take my supplements each day and exercise every day, and just took that 5 weeks in St. George, Utah, to just take in the beauty of God's creation by doing long hikes and just concentrating on my health. I joined a membership there in gym membership there in St. George, and I feel that sometimes we need to get away from our natural surroundings or our normal surroundings. We may have family members that are influences, come over to dinner and have a glass of wine or some rich food or desserts or whatever, even just around whatever you're doing in your own household for health might not be good. And sometimes it's good just to get away from your normal routine, and about 5 weeks it takes to change your habits. Another thing, I was drinking more alcohol than I should have been, and I quit alcohol altogether. I think this greatly contributed to reducing my hypertension, blood pressure. And the interesting thing about it is it's not even something I miss anymore. I think we get addicted to these things, even food addictions, and we're addicted to that you don't even realize you're addicted to some of these bad things that are not healthy for us. And once you break away from the habits of eating too much carbohydrates or too much sugars and things like that, you just start feeling so much better, and you'll find yourself not even missing what you were probably addicted to that was unhealthy for you. So another thing that I did was, so those are the things I did: lose weight, superfood, daily exercise, and quit drinking any alcohol. And fifth, and most importantly, is to pray regularly each day. Just remember to thank God for your health. Be grateful for the time we have on this earth to do His will. You can pray when you're hiking, pray when you're working out, pray before you go to bed, give a prayer of thanks before you eat a meal. Just prayer is going to make you more at peace, more relaxed when you have that connection with Jesus, our Lord and Savior. So I recommend that we pray daily. So I want to get into a little more detail with number 2 and number 1, the weight loss. But first, let's get into the superfoods, what I have been doing for supplements and vitamins to reduce my blood pressure and get rid of acid reflux disease. And it's interesting that you won't hear this from a lot of doctors and such, because many of them want you on the medicines because it's more money, because you're on this medicine all the time for the rest of your life, and you're bringing money into the pharmaceutical business, and so a lot of times you're not going to get this information from your doctor, or he might not think you want to hear the things that I'm telling you, like you need to lose weight, you need to quit drinking alcohol, you need to exercise daily, these types of things. But these are the things that are going to bring about health in your life. Now, as far as supplements, let's get into some of these. First, let's see here. First vitamin I want to talk about that I take is K2. Vitamin K allows your blood to clot. It helps to keep your blood not too thick and not too thin. It's believed that vitamin K1 is quickly filtered out of the body, and vitamin K2 is a little longer lasting, and it supposedly promotes healthy bones and heart. So I'm taking a K2 vitamin. Potassium. I take a potassium supplement. It's just a pill that I take. And a potassium-rich diet has been linked to many wonderful health benefits. It may help reduce blood pressure and water retention, protect against stroke, and help osteoporosis and kidney stones. Another supplement that I am taking is a multi-collagen. Collagen is the most abundant protein in our body. You can increase your intake of collagen by taking supplements, by eating animal foods and bone broth. However, the absorption from food may not be as efficient from supplements, they say. Collagen is known for improving skin health, relieving joint pain, and preventing bone loss. It also may boost muscle mass. So I take a multi-collagen. I take a chewable magnesium citrate. It is estimated that half the U.S. population does not get enough magnesium in their diet. It's surprising because magnesium should be available in vegetables and other food sources. One explanation for this suggests that maybe that the soils have become depleted of magnesium, producing crops and vegetables that are also depleted. Magnesium helps to keep the heartbeat regular. It helps to keep artery walls more flexible and help with blood pressure. It helps keep the heartbeat regular by regulating the conduction of the electrical signals that control the heart's timing. Magnesium is needed in order for muscles and nerves to function properly. Magnesium ions, along with calcium and potassium ions, provide the electrical charges that allow nerves to send electrical signals throughout the body. And I got that information off WebMD, webmd.com. Okay, nitric oxide. This is the one that I think is most important for people suffering from hypertension or high blood pressure. Nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is found in beets. And let me find my information on that. Bear with me just a minute. Here we go. Nitric oxide was named Molecule of the Year in 1992. In 1998, 3 scientists were given a Nobel Prize for their discovery that nitric oxide is a key molecule in the cardiovascular system that helps keep blood vessels healthy and regulates blood pressure. Nitric oxide is very important for our health. I think I had some more information on it. Garlic can boost nitric oxide levels by activating nitric oxide synthesis, the enzyme that helps convert the amino acid L-arginine to nitric oxide. Meat, poultry, seafood are all excellent sources of coenzyme Q10, which is an important compound that is believed to help preserve nitric oxide in the body. So from what I hear, as we get older, our body becomes less able to produce nitric oxide. I think it's a very important thing. And beets is the primary place where nitric oxide comes from. So you'll see in my supplements that I take, there's a lot of beets, red beets supplements that I'm taking to get that nitric oxide in my system. Now, I think too much of a good thing is a bad thing, and I read that somewhere, and it's the same with nitric oxide. I don't recommend getting nitric oxide supplement. I believe in getting it through the whole food of red beets, and I think that's a healthier way to get nitric oxide, but do your own research on that and do what you think's best. One gentleman mentioned a product called Cardio Miracle, so you might look into Cardio Miracle, and I think it has some other supplements that I'll be mentioning here as well, or have mentioned. That's about it. The probiotics that I take probiotics are live organisms that can be consumed through fermented foods or supplements. I have a good friend from high school, and his dad is nearly 100 years old. I think he's like 97 now, and at age 60 he quit drinking alcohol and started taking this green superfood, and I'm not sure if it's what I take, but it's probably something very similar. He's been taking that every day since he was 60, and right now he's 97 years old. So proof is in the pudding, as they say, or in this case, in the superfood. So I'll show you what I do each day. I take the probiotics, and I'll show how I mix things up here. But probiotics are live organisms that can be consumed through fermented foods or supplements. More and more studies have shown that the balance or imbalance of bacteria in your digestive system is linked to overall health and disease. Probiotics promote a healthy balance of gut bacteria and have linked to a wide range of health benefits. Some of these benefits are in helping digestive system, help prevent and treat diarrhea, improve some mental health conditions, and can keep your heart healthy. Along with the probiotic, I put a half a teaspoon of Irish sea moss in it. Sea moss is a red algae, technically known as Chondrus crispus. It grows along the Atlantic shorelines of Europe and North America. Being incredibly nutritious, it became known throughout Europe as the superfood of the sea. Benefits include the enhancement of thyroid function, eases joint pain, boosts metabolism, supports immune system, and fights infection. Supports heart health, helps control appetite, and promotes mental and emotional well-being. Recent studies show that it contains 92 out of the 102 essential minerals required by our bodies. I also put a few drops of omega-3 in the blend. Omega-3 is in every cell in our body needs omega-3, especially the eyes and brain. Omega-3s are also important for the muscle activity, immune function, digestion, and fertility. But most of the research on omega-3s has studied its heart health benefits. People who eat omega-3 is in their diet may have less plaque buildup in their arteries, lowering the risk of heart attack and stroke. The three main types of omega-3 are found in fish, canola oil, flaxseed, soy, and walnuts. The other thing, I put about a half teaspoon of elderberry. There are about 30 types of elder plants and trees around the world. The European version, also known as Sambucus nigra, is the one most closely tied to our health and healing. Its history dates back as far as 400 BC. He called the elder tree his medicine chest. In folk medicine today, the elderberry is considered one of the world's most healing plants. The berry and flowers of elderberry are packed with antioxidants and vitamins that may boost your immune system. They could help tame inflation and lessen stress and help protect your heart. This is the multivitamin. It's a whole food multivitamin from Garden of Life. Got this at Whole Foods. And it's got a B12 in it. Now, I personally would stay away from a multivitamin like this one. If you look at look at that, 4,100% vitamin B1, 3,600 B2, 8,000% B12. Your liver will just have to work harder to get rid of those extra vitamins that it doesn't need, and so too much of a good thing, I think, is a bad thing. So I would stay with the whole food multivitamin. My blood pressure was 106/71, so at my age that is better than normal. And so what I did, and my acid reflux is totally gone now. No acid reflux pills, no Tums, no anything. So here's how we did it. Attacked from several different directions. Loss of weight, lose weight, very important. Get on your vitamins and your supplements that we talked about, or maybe in the comments you can tell me what you're taking that's been helpful and you recommend. But this is just what I found recently that have helped me. The superfoods and vitamins, daily exercise, very important. Keep active every day. Even if it's just working in the yard, you're burning calories, you're getting exercise. Or I found that working on the engine of my boat is very good exercise, and you burn calories just doing mechanic work. So keeping active, whether it's walk along the green belt or walk around your block, but do it regularly. There was a podcaster that was on the Joe Rogan show, and he was a health specialist, and he said something that I have remembered and have told many people since I heard it, and it's this: aging is the result of the aggressive pursuit of comfort. And so I think that's important to remember, that as we grow in age, we tend to want to sit in our recliner more and watch TV and relax. When we go into retirement, we think about retirement as relaxing all day long. Or what we should be thinking about is getting out and hiking more, getting out and fishing more, getting out and doing more walks, more hikes, and seeing the beautiful world God has to offer us, exploring, and keeping that joy of Christ in us with good health. Set yourself some physical goals. Maybe you want to do a pull-up goal like I did. Now that I've done 10 pull-ups, I want to increase my goal to 20 pull-ups. And you can just keep improving with your goals. Maybe you can only walk a half mile now, but set a goal to walking a mile each day, or 2 miles, and get it up to 3 miles like I'm at right now. But or go on a 6 mile or longer hike. So many things we can do to help our health, but those are the things, folks, and I hope this helped you. It is a big relief on my mind knowing that my blood pressure is better than normal. I have no acid reflux to worry about, problems down the road with irritation to my throat when I'm sleeping at night. And knowing that I'm getting plenty of oxygen, in my organs are getting full of oxygen, not only while I'm exercising during the day, but at night when I'm sleeping, my blood oxygen level is kept up. And that's what I like also about that nitric oxide. It helps expand your blood vessels, so there's better blood flow of oxygen through your body. I'm told that bodybuilders would use nitric oxide to get that muscle pump for their competitions and whatnot. But anyway, research this stuff yourself. But I think I'll go through right now my routine for the supplements, and we'll do that right now. Thank you. All right, folks, here's what I do each day. First, I get out the green vibrance. This I purchased at Whole Foods. It's I think it's about a 3-month supply. But anyway, I take a little scooper that comes with it and put 1 scoop of superfood with all the probiotics in it, and set that aside. Put a ½ teaspoon of elderberry powder in this superfood mix. Just get out this little teaspoon, dump that in there, put the elderberry aside. Irish sea moss powder, I believe I got that at Whole Foods as well. And with this, I just put about a ½ teaspoon in there, like so. Also at Whole Foods is this beet detox. It's supposed to support normal liver function, so good for your liver, detox the liver. This has apple cider vinegar in it. So, also has a scooper. I put 1 scoop of beets detox in there. And lastly, we put in there is Super Omega-3. 365, and that's a Whole Foods product, 365 Omega-3 Super, and we just put just a little bit in there. A little bit of Omega-3 goes a long ways. Then I take some water put about a ½ cup in there, I would estimate. Because this stuff doesn't taste the best, but it is so healthy for you. So then what I do is take a spoon or something to mix it up real good. Not bad at all. And there's a little left in there, so I always put a little more water in there. Mix that up a little bit. because this is all real healthy stuff. You don't want to waste any of it. Mix it up and put it back. It's like, if anybody remembers the old Popeye cartoons, it's like Popeye spinach, makes it strong. Okay, then what I do is I take a collagen, multi-collagen, one of those pills. Still got some water from our superfood mix. Put that back. I do Goli Nutrition beets. These are a gummy. I like the gummies. They tend to be more, when something tastes good, like these gummies. These are kind of my reward after taking the superfood. But I take a couple Goli beets, gummies, tastes like candy. Here's another thing I take. It's Balance of Nature fruits and veggies. Most people don't get enough fruits and veggies in their diet. I know I don't. So to make sure I get my fruits and veggies, I take one capsule of each of these every day. It's just a gel capsule, and this one is the fruit. One is the veggie, it's green color. These are whole food supplements. Take my potassium we talked about. It's not a gummy, you gotta take a little water with this, just one pill. K2 vitamin. Discussed it. It's just a capsule pill. And then all we got is the gummies. Take vitamin D3. Can't remember what D3 does. You need to look that one up. Must have something to do with good heart health. But take 2 gummies of D3. Vitamin C. Everyone knows vitamin C is good for you. Take a couple gummies of vitamin C. They taste really good. This is your reward after drinking that bad tasting superfood. You get all these good tasting gummies. Magnesium citrate. Got this at Costco. Take 2 of those. Super beets. I got a lot of these beets supplements that you see me taking. I got these at Walmart. Whole Foods didn't seem to have a good supply of them, but Walmart does. You can go to Walmart and load up on your chewable super beets. Take a couple of these super beets. And then lastly, take Force Factor Total Beets. It's just a chewable. It's in an individual wrap. Again, it tastes like candy. but good for you. Beets nitric oxide. All right, for protein, good old steak. Who doesn't like steak? Maybe vegetarians, but I like steak. And put a nice marinade with it and cook that up in the George Foreman grill, and a good source of protein. Another good source of protein is these boneless chicken breasts, skinless. I'll season those. I'll take one of those and put it in the air fryer with a little olive oil, and put some chicken seasoning on it, or maybe add my own, like paprika or onion powder or cayenne red pepper, whatever you like on it. And really love the air fryer. It is a greaseless way to cook it, and really tender, and highly recommend getting an air fryer to cook up your chicken if you don't already have one. And one of these breasts really fills me up, and I have a second one for the next day or two. So steak and chicken. Breakfast and lunch. I don't eat out for lunch much anymore. Rarely would get a breakfast in the morning, but for breakfast and lunch, I don't go to the Subways like I used to, or Chick-fil-A that I liked. We're trying to stay away from breads and carbohydrates, but these do have some carbohydrates in them. But as long as you're watching the calorie intake, 180 calories per bar, you're good. These I tried for the first time. Breakfast bar, soft baked. They're pretty good. Those are 200 calories. It's really easy to keep track of your calorie intake because all the foods these days will have the calories listed on them. I'll eat one of these in the morning. Or I also like these protein bars I got at Costco. Take one of those, maybe for breakfast, and maybe another one for lunch. Protein bars really curb your appetite. About 200 calories per bar. But I'll take that. And then I'll take my choice of beverages. If you're trying to get off the Starbucks Frappuccino addiction like I was, these I found to be a good replacement. 330 calories for this mocha cappuccino, Bolt House Farms. But I didn't get the heartburn that I did with the other drinks. This is just really, I think, is much healthier, and it requires refrigeration. You know, a food is a real food when it requires refrigeration, unlike Starbucks Frappuccinos that don't need refrigerated. And then these kind of bars I really like. And then I have an assortment of drinks that my go-to drinks for kombucha. And it's you get a lot of the probiotics that we talked about in our supplements. Probiotic tea for a happy gut, it says right there. So that's one. This is one I just discovered. I think it's a newer drink. It's Celsius. You can get a case of these at Costco for a pretty reasonable price. I think about $24. So Celsius. vitamin waters I drink quite a bit. You got to watch out for the vitamin waters. They're different flavors, different types. This is a 0 sugar, 0 calories. And this other vitamin water has 100 calories. So better to get the 0 calories when you're getting vitamin water. Haven't noticed the taste difference between the two. This is a new drink that I discovered. It's pretty good. It's only got 25 calories, prime. Here is another beverage that is made right here in my area, Garden City, Idaho. And enzymes and electrolytes, it says. Non-alcoholic, 65 calories. So this one has a little more, 85 calories, but it's a good healthy drink with low calories. I like these Oli Pop drinks. Let's see how many calories they have. Pretty good, 35. They have different flavors. These root beer and grape, but they have other flavors besides those two if you want something different. I like the Coke flavor. Culture Pop soda, 45 calories. That's a probiotic soda. Strawberry and rhubarb flavor. Poppy, 25 calories. And again, this is a prebiotic soda. So it's a little different than prebiotic, a little different from probiotic, but still a healthy drink. You need to research a little more about prebiotic, but I think it helps the digestive system as well. This is one of my favorites as far as taste goes. I like the blueberry mint from Hum, and also they make strawberry lemonade and I think a couple other flavors. 35 calories, low calorie drink, very good tasting. And another favorite of mine is this drink called Alive. They got a cola flavor besides these two, root beer, ginger turmeric. I haven't tried this ginger turmeric, so anxious to see what that tastes like. But ancient mushroom elixir, not sure what that is, but got some ancient mushrooms in it. Calorie wise, 20 calories. This is a 16-ounce drink with only 20 calories. 20 calories. So when I'm invited to dinner at family or go on a picnic or with other people or whatever, I'll get a cooler, throw some ice in it, and take my drinks with me. I'll take an extra drink just in case somebody wants to try it, because a lot of people haven't tried some of these drinks, and they're very healthy, and it might just be the thing to get them off alcohol or soda pops or whatever. So that's about it, folks. Thanks for tuning in, and just want to say get healthy. And again, this is just what has worked for me, and so I hope it's been of some help for you as well. let me know in the comments if you try this and you have success with it. But we want to get Christians out there healthy, like the apostles were back in the day of Jesus, going door to door. Got to be strong, healthy, and joyful, proclaim the gospel, and serve our Lord with our hands and feet, or whatever gifts we have. So God bless you. Thank you for tuning in, and get healthy. Peace.